You're not gonna believe this one. This man once convinced an entire community that he was the only source to God. And get this, they believed him. This is a wild, messed up story of a so-called pastor based out of Minnesota named Victor Barnard. A man who once started a church, built a cult, and called himself divine. Yeah, buckle up. So let's rewind a bit. Victor Barnard was born in 1961, some regular kid from the Pacific Northwest, Washington State, I think. Grew up in church, the whole religious upbringing, but early on, you could tell this dude didn't just believe in God, he wanted to be God. He started working out in youth ministry, seemed normal enough, preaching, singing, songs, youth camps, all of that. But he got tied up with this intense religious movement called the shepherding movement. It was all about obeying your spiritual leader like they were God's right hand. And man, Victor ate that up. Fast forward to the 90s. Bro moves out to San, Minnesota. I don't know if I'm saying that right. A little small town, middle of nowhere type vibe. He started this group called the River Road Fellowship. Sounds peaceful, right?
River Road Fellowship.
All calm, all holy. But this wasn't the Sunday picnic. This was the start of a straight up cult. Victor didn't waste no time turning up the crazy. First, he told his followers he had special connection to God. Then, it became, I am God's voice. Then, eventually, homeboy said, I am God. And people were nodding along like, yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. Now, bro, come on, man. Now, here's where it gets real dark. He started picking out girls, young girls, like 12, 13, and 14 years old. And he called them the maidens. He told them they were chosen, special, holy. But really, they were victims. He separated them from their families, put them in cabins, deep in the woods, and told them that it was their duty to serve him. Not spiritually, but physically. And let me tell you this man was playing every card in the dog psychology handbook. He didn't need ropes. He had guilt, God, and gaslighting. He would say stuff like, if you disobey me, you're disobeying God. Meanwhile, he had parents actually sending their daughters to stay with him, thinking it was some holy experience. But nah, it was a trap. A holy prison run by a smooth talking fraud. Now, inside those cabins, he was abusing those girls. And he told them it was spiritual, that it was God's plan. And since they were raised to believe every word out of his mouth was sacred, they didn't even know they were being destroyed. Then finally, in 2012, one of the girls, now grown woman, broke the silence. She escaped, went to the cops, told the whole truth. And once one spoke up, more started talking. The stories were horrifying. But by the time they came for Victor, poof, he was gone. Bro dipped out of the country and was living in Brazil. And in a damn luxury apartment with new followers. This man was out here running Cult 2.0 like it was Netflix. But karma do not sleep, remember that. In 2015, they finally caught him, dragged him back to the States. He was hit with 59 counts of abuse, but through some weak-ass plea deal, he only copped to 2. And they give him 30 years. Not enough, but at least he's off the streets. But through all that, you know what's really the scary thought? Even after all of that, some people still believe them. Like, still think he was sent from heaven. That's the power of manipulation. Right. So, what's the breakdown? What's the lesson? Victor Barnard didn't have no wand, no potion. He used charisma to attract, fear to control, and spiritual guilt to silence everybody around him. That's dog psychology. You better believe it ain't just cults. It's jobs, relationships, religion, government. Anywhere somebody wants power and you give it without question, you're already under the spell. So yeah, Victor Barnard told people he was God, but truth is, the devil don't show up in red. He shows up in a church suit with a smile and a Bible in his hand.